And those promises were to open the casino by the end of 2012, to create 3,500 construction jobs, to create 2,000 permanent jobs. If you go back and look at the campaign for the ballot issue to move the casino, one of the issues that was discussed a lot was the redevelopment of the West Side, which I think everybody in town knows has been severely hit by the economic downturn. And we want to fulfill all of those promises.
You can see why the city is holding out. By my calculations, they stand to lose about $10 million a year. If you stayed in the township, according to reports, the casino would save $8 million a year in payments to the. They would have made to the city, and also, if you had $1,000 for each, $1,000 in income tax revenue from each of the 2,000 employees expected to work there, that comes out to about $2 million. So the city stands to lose, give or take, $10 million a year.
And I should point out that the casino doesn't save the $8 million or so that's designated as the host community share. It would simply go to the host
township.
Community. Right.
So we go to the township and not to the city of Columbus. 292-8513. We have a couple calls here. Let's go to Matthew. Matthew, you're on the air with Bob Tenenbaum, the spokesperson for Penn National Gaming. Go ahead.
Good morning, Bob. My name is Matt Tangeman. I'm just saying, if the city's been not dealing in good faith on the whole water and sewer services issue, why not just build a full-service wastewater treatment plant on site, one that's actually capable of taking waste and recycling it into drinking water? Then the trucking is not an issue. The permit is the only issue, which I would think the EPA would easily grant you if it was properly designed. And, I just feel for you because Columbus always holds a gun to your head and says, if you don't annex, you don't get water and sewer. I feel you're totally in the right. And what do you think about an on-site total services for wastewater and drinking water proposal?
Well, first of all, thanks for your support, Matthew. And I'm about the farthest thing from an expert on sewer and water as you could find. But I can tell you that the Ohio EPA informally has advised Penn National that it would be required to use what they call best available technology, and the implication there seems to be that means the existing city sewer system. Okay,
so you have to. So that it's all part of the process, and the cost of a treatment plant, I guess, is going to be pretty high too. I mean,
well, I think it would, but I think there's a legal point here, and I think it's an important one, and that is that this is not the typical situation that the city has been involved in recent years, where it has clearly, and I'm not saying they don't have the right to do this, in areas of new development, basically said, we will provide sewer and water service if you annex to the city of Columbus. This is a piece of property that's had city water and sewer service for almost 50 years. So we think this is a very different situation than people are used to hearing about in Columbus.
292-8513 if you'd like to talk about the Columbus Casino, the planned Columbus Casino. Bob Tenenbaum is our guest, spokesperson for Penn National Gaming. To repeat, we did ask the city to take part, and they politely declined, saying because of the pending litigation that they can't speak right now. Email from Angel says, why didn't Columbus raise this annexation concern before it came to a vote if they wanted tax revenue? How much might it cost to annex this land? Well, we talked about what the city stands to gain from annexing the land. Does Penn National lose anything by allowing the land to be annexed?
Well, it is a little more expensive to operate in the city than it would be in Franklin Township, but I don't think that's the real issue here. I think the real issue is that Penn National, in an effort to be a good corporate citizen, voluntarily agreed to abandon a site that it paid in excess of $30 million for in the Arena District, and then to move to the Delphi site, which I might add is one of the sites that the city recommended.
But there is an advantage. Well, first of all, many people have said the Arena District site, I'm not a developer, but the Arena District site was unworkable and was not a very good site.
It was not unworkable. And I also want to point out that because it was promised in the campaign, Penn National never asked for any financial assistance for the Arena District site.
Okay. The Delphi site is bigger. It allows you to do more things. You actually can build a casino resort there. So Penn National does stand to benefit financially from the West Side site, even though you had to change sites, correct?
Well, I think that's accurate. Phase 2 of the casino development does call for a hotel to be built on that site, for instance. That decision hasn't been made, but again, that's in Phase 2 of the project.
There's an RV park planned.
Correct. That's also in the Phase 2.
I don't think you could have. There's no RV parks allowed in the Arena District, I don't think.
No, but there's also a big difference between a casino on a site such as the Delphi site and what would have been an urban casino in the Arena District, which I might add is designated, at least unofficially, as an entertainment district.
Also, I mean, the critics say that Penn National has a pretty good deal, even regardless of this annexation. You basically have a monopoly on gambling in this part of the state. You stand to make hundreds of millions of dollars when this casino is built. You should just live up to your promises and build a casino at the Delphi plant where you said you would.
Well, and that's exactly what we want to do, and we want to get shovels in the ground and get it built. And I should add that the voters approved Issue 3 in 2009 based on the tax rate that was specified in the amendment, which is very competitive with states surrounding Ohio, and I think that's the important consideration. Up till now, more than in excess of $1 billion a year of Ohio money has been leaving this state to go to Indiana, to Pennsylvania, to West Virginia, to Michigan. Mm-hmm. All of those tax rates are competitive with the tax rate of 33% that's specified in the constitutional amendment.
One more question. There's a lot of money here on the table. I've always thought that there's too much money on the table for this not to get settled. What are the chances that the casino will open next year as originally planned?
I think they're very good. Again, we've chosen a general contractor. If the building permits are issued this week, that allows us.
I guess what are the chances that you and the city reach some kind of agreement?
I don't think that's not our goal at this point. Our goal is to get the casino built on the site that's constitutionally authorized. So, we've moved beyond that.
Okay. Thanks very much, Bob Tenenbaum, spokesman for Penn National Gaming, the developer of the planned West Side Columbus Casino. Thanks very much.